Hey guys, it's Connor here from Chico's Center for Healthy Community. I'm the program assistant, and today we're just going to be showing you how to cut some summer vegetables. We got eggplant, zucchini, and some broccoli. First we have the zucchini. Before I cut into it, I do like to cut off the tops and the bottoms of the zucchinis before cutting into the whole rest of the plant. So those will just cut off very quickly. Today I will cut the zucchini in two different ways to show you different ways that you could use the zucchini in multiple different recipes.
How it rolled off.
So the first way we'll cut it today is into long strips. I like to do this if I'm gonna bake the zucchini, so we're gonna do that one first. So when you hold it up, you wanna make sure it's firmly on the cutting board before you start slicing into it to make sure it doesn't move around. And you're gonna cut thin slices, or as thick as you want them. The thinner they are, the easier they will cook though. So now that those are done, we can put these to the side and we can get on to the other way to cut it. So for this cut, we'll probably cut it in half once again, and then we'll once again have them kind of stabilized, and we'll cut them once they're standing up straight in half long ways, and then long ways. And then I like to turn them down on their sides. And then what we're gonna do is make them into half circled slices. So we're gonna cut through, and you can do two at a time or one at a time, whichever is best for you. I like to do two just because it's faster, but we'll cut them. Doesn't have to be any certain shape, especially if you're just throwing it into a stir fry. Oh, it fell off. Just throwing it into a stir fry, you can cut it however you'd like. And then we'll do the same with the last pieces. There you go. Next we'll be cutting an eggplant. So eggplants are in the vegetable category called nightshade. What this means is that they have a darker pigment, and this darker pigment is rich in vitamin K, magnesium, and some folate. First, what I like to do is tear off this top part and throw it to the side. And then after that, we'll cut off the remaining top part and leaving as much of the vegetable on as possible. So with this eggplant today, I'm going to show you how to cut it also to be most efficient with the plant if you're going to be baking it. So eggplants are a little more fibrous and less watery than a zucchini. So we still are going to cut it long ways, but before we do that, we're going to cut it in half once again. So they're little smaller pieces compared to the long pieces of the zucchini. And then once again, we're gonna find that stable spot, and then we're just gonna slice through the long way, keeping them fairly thin. I'll show you how thin, but about this thin, to make sure that when they do go in the oven, they do get cooked thoroughly through. I'll do that for the other one. Last but not least, we do have broccoli. This isn't a full head of broccoli, it's just maybe a fourth of a piece of broccoli, but I'll show you how to cut this today. Broccoli is also a very healthy vegetable to eat. It's very high in vitamin C, has a lot of magnesium as well as folate, and it's just a very versatile vegetable as well. So depending on what you're using the broccoli for, you may want to use the whole stem or you may just want to use the flowerette, the top part, the leafy, almost tree looking part. So what we're gonna do today is first cut off the bottom, the stem, and we're just gonna slice it off like so. So leave those to the side. So the stems, many people throw them away, but what you can do with these is actually throw them in a stir fry and they make a good combination for all that. And then for the rest of the broccoli, you can honestly tear these apart very easily once they do get taken off. And depending what you're using it for, you might want them bigger, you might want them smaller. If you're throwing them in a salad, maybe smaller. If you're stir frying them, maybe a little bit bigger. And if you're baking them, quite a bit bigger. But for these size, maybe stir fry would be a good bet.